Hello, everyone. I'm Normand Schafer, your host. And today on our podcast, we have Allison from Captain Cook Cruises Fiji. And we're going to dive into a little bit about traveling around Fiji on the water and how this company has evolved to focus on some really beautiful cultural experiences within the Fiji Islands. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, that's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you, if you've ever dreamed of experiencing one of the incredible destinations that we talk about on the show, be sure to visit farandawayadventures.com. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers discover some of the most extraordinary destinations on Earth. If this is of interest, check out the link in the description to farandawayadventures.com, and we'd be happy to make your next trip unforgettable.
Bula.
Bula. So I just wanted to know if you could introduce yourself and a little bit about Captain Cook Cruises Fiji.
Well, my name's Alison Howard-West, and Captain Cook Cruises Fiji has been in operation in Fiji since the late 90s. Prior to that, starting originally on Sydney Harbour in 1970, so 55 years ago.
Okay.
My parents started the business, and it grew up from there. And we're very proud to have been able to share some amazing experiences over all those years in Fiji. And I think the essence of what we're trying to do each day with our guests is give really authentically Fijian experiences, both in terms of natural environments and culture and the beautiful scenery, of course, and most importantly, people.
Oh, yes. And, what better way to do it than on the water? Now, Captain Cook Cruises Fiji previously offered multi-day trips. Can you explain a bit more about the move to exclusive day cruise offerings that you've kind of moved over to and what inspired the shift?
Well, so I think the interesting thing to reference our luxury expedition product that we did have is that depth of sustainability, marine science, culture, the education through the expedition team on board. We've really channeled into our day sail operations. So we've always operated day sails, buyouts, dinner cruises in Fiji alongside our overnight. So we sort of just pivoted towards just focusing on the daytime non-sleepover product.
Yes.
Actually really in that process, really enhancing the educational opportunities that happen through those experiences in a really nice way, not in a overbearing way.
Yeah.
But I think we've been so involved in all of this since the late 90s, really having marine biologists on staff and doing monitoring programs and coral planting, etc. So with the day sail, it's a lovely experience of sailing out on the sailing ship out to the island. Beautiful white sandy beaches, great snorkeling. The marine biologists are there guiding snorkeling if that's what people want, or they can do their own thing. Glass bottom boat guided rides, nature walks with, discoveries around natural medicines from the plants and things. Beautiful, fresh, hot juice based barbecue lunch, and with our just in the next month, we're going to have a further enhancement with a side trip to a beautiful sand cave that has exquisite aqua glue water around, beautiful sand, and then the coral. So we've got great corals, for snorkeling. And then, of course, we have optional scuba diving, Paddy 5-star, and spa, if everyone wants to have a massage, which is fantastic. And then stand-up paddling, kayaking, and all the other activities that go along with a really great day out from Nandi, from Denarau Marina.
Well, one thing I noticed too, as I had been on the overnight cruises in the past, and then did a dinner cruise just a few days ago, is that you have actually a lot of the same staff that were on
right
with you, and they've been with you for a very long time.
Yeah,
a very loyal staff. And I was actually quite pleased to see that, because you almost become friends with them by the time you come off the ship, and it was good to see them there.
Yeah, I mean, we call it the Captain Cook family, the Vivale in Fijian. It's a really important thing. It's all about people. It's all about the crew, and it's about those very authentic relationships. To be honest, they really we like to think when people come on board at one of our vessels, they're coming into the crew's home. And the crew tend to welcome them in that way. So you leave having had really warm hospitality, but also some really fun entertainment, some good laughs, a few dance moves.
Yes, that's
Delicious.
yeah. And
Whether it's day or dinner.
I noticed that you really incorporate the Fijian culture into these cruises as well.
Yeah.
I mean, from there's opportunities to watch the Fijian dances, the music, and you really feel you're in Fiji when you're on one of those ships.
Right. Including a dancing warrior with the grass skirt.
But what better way to do it?
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, that sunset experience, if you're staying around Nandi and you're looking for something to do at night, it's such a lovely experience sitting out on the foredeck, sipping a cocktail, watching the Pacific sunset, and then enjoying the flavors of Fiji and that entertainment. So quite a nice round off. Actually, we have a number of people that combine them and have the full day. They get on in the morning, they do the day cruise, and then they do the dinner cruise. So some people do it on the same day, some people do it on, over a few days, but a lot of people enjoy that. Really good.
Yeah. Now, what kind of advice would you give to someone that's booking a day cruise for the very first time? When to go, what to bring? Do you have any tips for a first-time traveler?
Oh, the hot tip is first, good choice. That's the right thing to do. You'll have a great time. I think the thing is to just come with, first of all, a big bull, a smile, but most importantly, appropriate clothing, obviously swimsuit, sun cream, hat. We supply the snorkeling gear, but they need to have a towel, and they can book a cabana. If they want to have a private cabana, they can reserve one of those in advance, but we also have lots of other things they don't have to pay for extra. That's fine. And if they want to have a massage, book that in early so they can get the time they like.
So those are some really good tips.
And the other one is,
they can fill up.
That's right. And the other one is, before or even at check-in, or pre-order that bottle of champagne to be in your cabana when you get there. Because the drinks are included on the island, beer, wine, and soft drinks, but there's premium options available, including champagne and things. So that's a bit of fun. Or even a romance package, including champagne as a sulu, his and her. We get a lot of people doing proposals and special occasions and things, which is quite fun.
Okay, what better way to do it than on a private little island?
Private island or on the Sunset Dinner Cruise.
And what would be one thing you think travelers often underestimate about a day cruise in Fiji?
I think they, particularly with us and the type of thing we do, which is, I think, a little bit unique, because it's a barefoot style, authentic experience you feel when you pull up like you're going to your own desert island. And I think they leave feeling different. And I think a lot of people don't realize they're going to have that experience. There was a quote recently, just last month, from a passenger on a review, and I'm going to get it wrong because I'll paraphrase it. That was something to the effect that this was not just a day trip. It felt like a real connection to Fiji. So I just thought that summed it up of what we're trying to share with our guests as a really authentic, to use the phrase I used before, leave feeling different type of experience.
Well, I know myself. I feel different every time I come off, and in a great way. And it's I feel like I've really connected with the culture and the people of Fiji. It's been wonderful experiences. But thank you for joining us on the podcast today. It's been great speaking with you and learning a little bit more about Captain Cook Cruises Fiji.
That's my pleasure. Vinaka. And Ove. Actually, Sotatale. See you again.
Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next unforgettable journey at farandawadventures.com. Experience the world differently.